It's a behind the bitch check-in. It's a behind the bitch check-in. It's a behind the bitch check-in. You don't know what's going on if I don't check in. So it's behind the bitch check-in. Haven't done this for a while. How do I sound? Am I coming through here? Test, test. So yeah, stuff's going on. I've got a lot of cool things to talk about. First off, today's episode is up for the week. Leanne Lord, she's been doing comedy for over 25 years and is an author and actor. She was with Neil deGrasse Tyson on a podcast for a while, that Star Talk podcast. She was his co-host, and that's how I found her, because I was listening to a George Takei episode back from 2010. So really, really good talk. She's got a Dry Bar special out. Just came out, and yeah, it was a good talk. I am super stoked to be joining the Drinks, Jokes, and Storytelling Network on Twitch with my BTB Internet Talk Show. So here's the deal. The BTB Internet Talk Show live will be exclusively on the Drinks, Jokes, and Storytelling Twitch channel, which is really easy to find. You can go to Twitch and type in Drinks, Jokes, and Storytelling, or you can go Twitch TV /Drinks, Jokes, N, the letter N, Storytelling, and you can watch it there. It's at 7:30. So I used to go at 8. It's at 7:30. And following me is John Poveromo with Dystopia Tonight. So it's must-see TV. That's why I did that graphic. Let's bring it back up, because I put some work into it. It's must-see TV. See what I did there? If you remember, Thursday nights used to be must-see TV for NBC, but we're not on NBC. We're on Twitch TV, so it's must-see Twitch TV on the Drinks, Jokes, and Storytelling Twitch channel. I'm 56. It's difficult for me to do stuff. It's difficult for me to get on channels and change up my social media routine. I just like, going to my minion groups and doing stuff. Who's going to be on the show, you ask? Let's get rid of that little caption there so I can talk about this proper. So I just went ahead and stacked it. I stacked the lineup because stacking seems to be a good way to start on a new channel. I've got Dan West, who's been on several of these shows, and it's really good to have him because he can talk, he can roll with stuff, he can call me on my bullshit. So it's really good to have him. Robert Jenkins, he was an early podcast guest. He's from the Lansing, Michigan area, I believe. Great comics, got a couple of albums out on Amazon and iTunes. Joe Bates was a guest, I think, a couple months ago or last month. And I asked him to come back because he's just effervescent. He's a cool dude. And he's got a new album out called Joe Bates, Joe Bates, Joe Bates. And then I've got John Poveromo, who's been on a few times and who is also the host of Dystopia Tonight, which will be following me on Thursday night. So I go 7:30, 8:30. He goes 8:30 to 9:30 or whenever he's done. And there you have it. I mean, it's going to be a great show. So I am woohoo stoked about that show. What else I got going on? So if I don't want to confuse you even more. But I've got a Twitch channel, me, Behind the Bits. I'm not Behind the Bits, I'm Scott, but I've got a Twitch channel too. And on that channel is the exclusive place where you can see my full interviews with the comedians that I have on the show. So this is a point where you can, I feel like I'm coming in a little strong here. My little indicator says I was coming in a little strong. So if I was blowing you out, I apologize. Where was I? So on my Twitch channel, which is Twitch TV / Behind the Bits, I do full interviews with my comedian guests, which will be featured on the podcast. I do this because you said you wanted to see my interviews done live, and I don't want to do the whole interview live because then you won't listen to the podcast part. So the podcast is on like podcast apps like Apple Podcasts and Google Podcasts and Spotify and all that stuff. So I want you to listen to the podcast app, but if you really want to watch, you can come to my Twitch channel. I know it's a little work for you. You got to type in Twitch, but and you can't just be resting on your Facebook and waiting for it to pop up because it's just on Twitch. And so I am going to be talking to April Brucker on Wednesday. She's not today's guest, she's Wednesday's guest. All these graphics just get on top of each other and it just makes me crazy. I'm going to talk to her. She has been a comedian, actress, author, just done a lot of stuff. She's been doing it for years. So I'll be talking to her at 4 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. No. Yeah, tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday. Yeah, 4 p.m. Eastern on my Twitch channel. So get over there and take a look. Why don't you? So let's recap. I'm heading over to the Drinks, Jokes, and Storytelling channel. Starting on Thursday, 7:30 p.m., you get the BTB Internet Talk Show live. And just get over there and follow Drinks, Jokes, and Storytelling. If you're into talk shows or podcasts or comedy shows or anything like that at all, they've got something like almost every day of the week. I popped in today and they had some guys talking, and I don't remember what it was about, improv and stuff like that. So they had people talking and it was good and I enjoyed it. And then we've got John with his Dystopia Tonight, and they've just got stuff all over the place. Chris Kiley. He says yes. Okay, thanks, Chris. Yes. Yes, right back to you. So Thursday night, I will have a stack lineup of Dan West, Rob Jenkins, Joe Bates, and John Poveromo. Will Dean Martin show up? Of course he will. He's upstairs right now bitching about not having any meat in the house. Today was the release date of episode 59 with Leanne Lord, veteran comedian, and it was great. She gave a lot of great insight into her comedy career and being a very educated person and deciding to go into comedy anyway. I think it's pretty cool. 4 p.m. tomorrow, I'm going to be talking to April Brucker exclusively on my Twitch TV channel, twitch.tv / Behind the Bits. That's at 4 p.m. Eastern. Yeah. So what's up with you? Anything? Hope things are good. I got see my grandson over the weekend. We had to leave early so that I could get back to work and not be caught in a snowstorm. Also, I paid two gentlemen to shovel my driveway and my walkways today, and I don't feel bad about it at all because my snowblower died on me after 17 years of great service, I must say. I mean, I got my money's worth out of that. And I had drifts and stuff. I didn't want to mess with that. So I went ahead and paid a couple dudes to do it. And they put salt down and everything. So I'm stoked. So that's what's going on in my life. All I can say is the podcast. Oh, that's funny. It says my network connection was bad and I'm plugged into my router. The podcast is just going gangbusters. You may notice on the podcast that there are ads now. That's because I am on a program with Spreaker that inserts ads that pay me. So if you don't like the ads, I'm sorry, but big boys got to get paid so I can offset my expenses. And they're short ads. They're like 30 seconds to a minute each, so it's not that bad. So yeah, the podcast is doing well. BTB Internet Talk Show is doing well. I mean, this lineup. You know what I think I could do? I could just get everybody out on stage or in the studio, and I could leave because they don't need me. I mean, Dean Martin could pop in, but those guys, they're good talkers, so they don't even need me. But I'll stick around. I'll stick around. I've got a few things I want to talk about. I want to talk about John Goodman because I got some stuff to say about some things he's recently done. So yeah, I got that going on. So okay. It's just about time for me to cook dinner. So get over to the Drinks, Jokes, and Storytelling Twitch channel and follow them now so you don't have to do it later. And tune in. Tomorrow they've got a show, I believe, early evening, late afternoon, and just look at all the stuff they've got. I'll be able to list the things they have better when I actually write them down. And then 7:30 Thursday, I'm doing that. These guys are going to be on it. Dan, Rob, Joe, John. Leanne is on the podcast today. Tomorrow on my Twitch channel, Behind the Bits, you can watch me interview April Brooker live. So yeah, that's what I got going on. I'm going to cook dinner now. And I wonder if Chris was saying yes that I was too loud because I think I was. I've got my volume down and I Bluetooth my phone to the soundboard I've got here, and I have to increase the gain. That's a podcast term for pumping up the volume. So I increased the gain and for the phone and I forgot to turn it down. So I apologize. There was something I was going to show you. Oh. So I'm a terrible writer. I write good stuff, but I can't read my writing. So I got these off of Amazon. They're Japanese 0.35 millimeter pens. I mean, look at that. Very, very small footprint on that pen tip. And I did a bunch of writing this morning and I can read it. And I normally can't read it. So that's great. All right. I'm starting to ramble. I am going to talk to you all tomorrow. Just head over to Twitch and follow Behind the Bits, and head over to Twitch and follow Drinks, Jokes, and Storytelling. I'm so stoked to be joining that show. So follow them there. Follow me there. but mostly follow them there. I mean, if you want to watch a full podcast thing, and I'm thinking about doing some other stuff. I'm thinking about, I don't know, doing like a call-in show or something like that on Twitch. But yeah, I don't have everything mapped out for that yet. So I'm going to do that and cook some dinner. And I guess I'll see you folks tomorrow. If I don't see you tomorrow, get on the Drinks, Jokes, and Storytelling Twitch channel so that I can see you Thursday, because it's going to be a good show. Bye-bye.